Welcome to a night of total terror. Night of the living dead, the dead who live on living flesh. The dead whose haunted souls hunt the living whose bodies are the only food for these ungodly creatures. Night of the living dead. A bizarre adventure in fear. An experience in shock, more shattering than your strangest nightmare. Night of the living dead. A night with the dead who cannot die. A night of total terror. Night. Of the living dead.
What do you think of the machine?
I think it's marvelous.
Do you think it means anything?
Well, of course.
Who do you think made it?
A genius or a student.
Doesn't look much different up close, though, than it does far back.
Do you think it's essentially purposeless?
Well, no, because you got something happening. Anything that has something has a purpose to it.
I think that they're trying to make fun of us. Some college kids made us, and they're trying to say that our society's screwed up.
Take some salt.
Sally,
Probably.
somebody want to hold the position that you've been given.
About enough.
I'll get it.
Oh, my God.
Hi, Popsy. How's every little thing?
I'm afraid of you, Michael. Please let me go.
You just can't pick a girl up off the street and tell her her father's a bag of hot air and that she has a fat ass. I want an apology.
Hello?
What's your name?
What's yours? Where are you from? Where'd you go after that? Then what did you do? Why did you come back?
Chris! Chris, close the door. Chris! Oh, you maniac. Well, what are you going to do, Chris? I'm pregnant.
Hey, what are you doing?
The least qualified person to understand a dream is the dreamer, which brings us to you.
Oh, God. Jeez, Tony, you scared the hell out of me.
Chalice, durable, knives, they're all witches' tools, you know.
Well, I'm just interested in it. I don't know. You're the one. I'm a witch.
Son of a...
We never thought it would happen.
Nobody gets in or out of that town now, is that clear?
The girl just died. How do you intend to let the people know about all this?
We were asleep. They dragged us right out of the house.
Are we under martial law?
Don't talk to me or anybody else unless you got a voice print check.
All hell's broke loose in town. Nobody knows what's going on.
Now look, you just can't push us around this way.
We've got to get a nuclear weapon in the air above that town.
Hey, what the hell's going on, Sheriff?
You know what I do, boy. Let's go.
I ain't taking me no place. Man, this is easy.
They started something they can't stop. The Crazies.
There's
Something that dements. Something that inflames. Something that brutalizes. It's madness unleashed by human error. The Crazies. Can they tame it before time runs out?
I'm a key man on the Christmas team. A key man. I'm one of the developers of the goddamn thing.
Now, if you want me to get the job done, you get me the stuff I need, and you get the hell in there before the morning's over.
A small town becomes a giant stockade. Evans City must be contained or leveled.
We're all concerned with Evans City, Mr. Hawks.
If we have to push the button, we just say the weapon went off.
Get me the president.
3,614 people are trapped by an unknown enemy. 5 are on the run. Can they escape the spreading fury of the Crazies?
We can make it. I know it.
Stop it! Stop it! They're coming, David! David, they're coming.
Move. We gotta get out of here.
Jesus, man. And I want a weapon search for the entire town.
Watch it, Bucky!
This is exactly the kind of thing we're trying to prevent.
A lethal terror snowballs into hell.
In there!
Madness runs rampant.
We'll dope it out. Sooner or later. Sooner or later.
The Crazies.
My name is Martin. I'm 84 years old. People think I'm crazy when I tell them how old I am. I'd like to be normal. I just have a sickness. The only way I can survive is by drinking blood. It's not easy living the way I do. I have to be careful all the time. But I'm pretty good at it. I think as I get older, I get better. I haven't been caught yet.
Martin, another kind of terror.
You see, people don't understand what's wrong. They think that I'm a monster. They think I'm a vampire. People don't realize that those things I see in the movies are not real. I don't have a whole lot of women. It's nice to watch them. I watch them a lot, all the time. I have to be sure that nothing goes wrong. I follow them. I plan. I'm very careful. I have needles now. I can use them. I can put them to sleep. And it doesn't hurt.
Martin, another kind of terror.
I would like to be like everyone else. I have to do things that I don't necessarily like to do. But I want to stay alive. I do need blood.
From the director of Night of the Living Dead, Martin. Terror.
In 1968, George Romero brought us Night of the Living Dead. It became the classic horror film of its time.
Not that room! Not that room!
Now, George Romero brings us the most intensely shocking motion picture experience for all times.
It gets up and kills. The people it kills get up and kill. This situation must be controlled before it's too late. They are multiplying too rapidly.
Dawn of the Dead.
Meet me on the roof at 9 o'clock. Getting out.
I don't believe
We're
it.
gonna
What?
get out in the chopper. We've got to survive. Somebody's got to survive.
They kill for one reason. They kill for food. They eat their victims.
Imagine, if you will, that something has gone terribly wrong.
Shoot it, man.
Now, accept the fact that there's no escaping the horrible consequences. George Romero brings back the dead. Night of the Living Dead has ended. Dawn of the Dead is here.
We must not be lulled by the concept that these are our family members or our friends. They are not. They will not respond to such emotions.
Operator dead. Post abandoned. We may never get out alive. It's everywhere. What the hell is it?
Looks like a shopping center. One of those big indoor malls.
What are they doing? Why do they come here?
Some kind of instinct, memory, what they used to do. This was an important place in their lives.
What is it?
We've got a war.
I'm afraid.
We have spawned our own savagery. Soon it will consume us all. It is a horrible, hauntingly accurate vision of the mindless excesses of a society gone mad.
They must be destroyed on sight.
When there is no more room in hell, the dead will walk the earth.
We are down to the line, folks. We are down to the line.
Dawn of the Dead.
Once, courageous knights roamed the land, searching for adventure, ready to brave any challenge. Knightriders. The knight is a fighting machine, disciplined in mind and heart, and noble to the death. Knightriders. Action. Adventure. Romance. Heraldry. Pageantry. And magic.
Magic got to do with the soul, man. Only those old got destiny.
Knightriders. They ride for the crown. They fight for honor.
That kid thinks I'm Evel Knievel.
That kid thinks you're William the Knight. You're his hero.
I'm not trying to be a hero. I'm fighting the dragon.
Following a dream as far as it will take them. Because a legend lives as long as someone believes.
This isn't just a roadside carny anymore. Not for some of us. It's a lot more than that. It's a whole lot more. You know that, Morgan.
You guys is the most fun I got in my life. I just don't want to see you all break up.
You think it's breaking up?
It's money, Billy.
It's all to do with money. Money makes the world go around, even your world.
Small-town jails is, uncomfortable places.
Damn uncomfortable.
Throw down the gauntlet. Take up the challenge. A new age begins. Romance and adventure live. Knightriders. The legend is born.
Coming soon. Jolting tales of horror. Creepshow. From the author of Carrie, The Shining, and Cujo. And the creator of Night of the Living Dead and Dawn of the Dead. You'll scream at ghastly ghouls. Cringe at weird kids. And shiver at the doings of evil doctors.
This is going to be extremely painful, Mr. Verrill.
Creepshow will grab you, grow on you, and give you the creeps.
No, this is going to be an entirely new experience.
Creepshow, the most fun you'll ever have being scared. First, he created the most frightening film ever made. Then, he took his unique vision of terror one step further. Now, George A. Romero takes us out of the night, beyond the dawn, and into the darkest day of horror the world has ever known. Day of the Dead.
There have to be survivors in Washington.
Oh, my.
They have more sophisticated shelters than this one. There have to be people in those shelters who know about us, who know where we are. With no radio contact, they'll come looking for us.
I said shut up!
They can be tricked into being good little girls and boys. The same way we were tricked into it, on the promise of some reward to come.
What the fuck is wrong with you people? They're dead! They're fucking dead, and you want to teach them tricks?
They have to be rewarded, Captain. Why else will they do what we want them to do?
I don't want them to do anything but drop over! Those are my men in there! That's it. Run, you fucking lunatics.
George A. Romero's Day of the Dead, the most eagerly awaited day in horror film history.
A man trapped by his own body.
To Alan, to the start of his new life.
So you train monkeys exclusively for quadriplegics? How about if I were to donate a monkey?
She hasn't been exposed to anything weird in the lab.
No.
An animal trained to follow commands.
How am I supposed to take care of it, Jeff? The idea is that it's going to take care of you.
She's unbelievable. She's like a miniature person.
get rid of that bird, or so help me.
One with the mind for revenge.
I've been so full of anger. I've had the most horrible thoughts lately.
I made up a formulation based on human memory cells I've been injecting one of my monkeys.
I don't like this change in you, Alan.
The other with the instinct to kill.
What the hell are you doing to her? Ella is getting out of the house, and I'm getting out with her.
You do know that that's impossible.
Man is the only animal capable of murder.
Ella, no!
Until now.
She did it for me. Did it because I wanted it done. Stop it!
From the director of Night of the Living Dead, George A. Romero, the master of terror and suspense.
You're not gonna hurt me. I'm part of you.
Monkey Shines, a new leap into terror.
Edgar Allan Poe, the writer who first gave fear a face. Dario Argento and George Romero, those twisted minds in horror movies. All three united to make a film that will blow your peace of mind to pieces.
He's liquidating a substantial number of his assets here. Perhaps if he'd be willing to wait.
He can't wait, Mr. Pike. The doctors give him 3 weeks.
It looks like that.
Robert, what if he...
What if he hears me? I'm sure he can. Valdemar, do you hear me?
Yes, I hear you.
Fascinating. Somewhere deep in his consciousness, he knows exactly what we're doing to him.
You killed her.
And I didn't kill her!
Yes, you did.
It's a fucking cat!
Two evil eyes.
Robert, wake up!
Probe into your nightmares.
It was his cousin. You know why he did it? To pull her teeth out. All 32 of them.
Drag your anxieties out of their darkest hiding place.
He couldn't have been dead.
Plunge into panic. Whoever dares challenge their malignant power.
You better wait, you Valdemar!
Two evil eyes. And discover how terrified you are of your own fear.
Thad Beaumont has a secret.
I know all about it.
A piece of himself he keeps hidden.
You just don't want to give up George. You become attached to him.
Locked away until he needs it.
These behaviors could be interpreted as schizophrenia.
Away from the light, safe in the shadows.
I wrote those words, and I have no recollection of doing it.
But sometimes secrets take on a life of their own. Thad Beaumont thought he didn't need George Stark anymore.
The American way of death.
That's it.
He served his purpose. Time to lay him to rest. But George is not about to go quietly.
You really don't realize what you're like when you write those books, do you? It's like watching Jekyll turn into Hyde.
We're here to question you in connection with a capital crime.
Evidence says you did it.
George Stark has somehow come to life.
Hello, George.
I can come closer to believe a ghost story than this. You're talking about a man who never was.
He wants to take over your life. Can't you see that?
Based upon a book by Stephen King comes George A. Romero's masterful vision of a nightmare come true.
Are you ready? Just waiting on you.
The Dark Half.
Cut to the chase. What am I getting?
You already got it. It's in your account. 12 and change.
12?
Christ, Henry, you make it sound like I shortchanged you.
I go out there every day.
And let people walk all over you.
What's the matter with you, Henry?
Yes, sir?
A problem with your ears?
No, sir, I was just...
You are going no place. You're nothing. Nobody.
Hey, you know it's one of those bring your wife things?
I'll bring my wife, sir.
Good, Henry.
From acclaimed director George Romero.
Your yardstick is out there.
We define ourselves by the lovers we seduce.
I give you everything. Everything I've got.
What more do you want?
The careers we pursue.
This is like yesterday's pizza.
Shorty kind of balls around here, you get a pink slip.
Let's rock and roll.
The cars we drive.
Come on, baby. What? Jesus Christ.
And the masks we wear.
That's you.
I think it's cool. I can see myself.
Yes, but can you make other people see you?
Henry wanted to redefine himself.
Paint it, color it, whatever you think might make people recognize that it's you. See if you can work on your image.
And that is exactly what he did.
Henry, your face. It's real.
Do you think it's right to steal from people that you've known for a long, long time?
No more Mr. Nice Guy.
The suspect remains at large.
A terrifying look at what lies inside us all.
Come on down!
George Romero's Bruiser.
I'm full of surprises.
The world as we know it
They must be destroyed.
is no more.
Cities are under siege.
The land of the living has become
Feeding on human flesh.
the land of the dead.
If these creatures ever develop the power to think, to reason,
We're all dead.
In one last outpost,
It was my ingenuity that took an old world and made it into something new.
we have survived.
Rivers protect us on two sides?
I put up the fences to make it safe.
and these fences go all the way across?
Both ways.
But if the living can adapt,
Things are changing. These guys are not just walking.
so can the dead.
It's like they're pretending to be alive.
They're mindless walking corpses. They'll never get across the river.
They're moving toward the city.
There's nothing there, man.
They're communicating. They're thinking. We're going back to see if we can help. Trouble?
In a world where the dead are returning to life, the word trouble loses much of its meaning.
We're running out of time.
George A. Romero's Land of the Dead.
Zombies, man. They creep me out.
News agencies are reporting accounts of the dead returning to life.
What's that?
What was that?
You can't talk about it being an epidemic without being an epidemic.
What is this about, Jason?
This turns out to be a big thing. I just want to record it.
For this sort of failure, like a major support organization.
Looks hurt.
It's all burned up.
The problem doesn't seem to be that people are waking up dead. The dead people are waking up.
It's not going down! Shoot in the head! No, please!
They're not getting the truth from anybody else. All that news is a pack of lies.
I'm dealing with this crisis.
Now. You gotta know that this might be bad.
I'm trying to get home to my family, okay?
Don't bury dead. They'll shoot in the head.
People start running out of food, water, gas. They're gonna start shooting at each other. Trust somebody.
What would you do? Kill us?
I think about it.
Maybe one of them got in already.
You're saying they're all dead?
Yes.
This is a hospital. There's nobody here.
It's a diary of cruelty.
Come on, before we get our asses shot off.
I can't do this anymore. Every time we walk in somewhere, somebody dies.
Last time anyone counted, 53 million people were dying every year. 150,000 every day, 107 every minute. It had become an us versus them world. All we were looking for was a place where there was no them.
Lousy times make lousy people.
All the wrong people are dying.
This island needs to be rid of them.
We like it here. We think the best way of seeing this through is here.
We don't want no place. We want some place. Like where? Like an island.
It's an island off the coast of Delaware. Come on over.
The only families that ever lived on this island were yours and mine. No strangers.
What are you gonna do with them?
They're Muldoons. It's up to me to save them.
You can't save a person who's already dead.
Somebody's gonna find a cure for this.
A beautiful place to live. And to die.
There's no way out.
Will one of you give me some more bullets for this gun? We gotta get these things to learn to eat something other than us.